Welcome to the very first episode of Chill Office.
Hey, glad to be here.
So, ever been in a meeting, right? And someone drops some super office-y phrase, and you just kind of nod.
Uh-huh.
But inside you're thinking, what on earth does that actually mean?
Oh, absolutely. All the time.
Yeah.
It's like this secret code nobody fully cracks.
Exactly. Like, we're all speaking business English, but are we really saying anything?
Totally. You leave and you're like, okay, I think I know what happened, but maybe not. We've all been lost in that fog.
Definitely. So the plan today for our first chill session is to unpack some of these classics.
Sounds good.
Figure out what people might really mean and, I don't know, maybe find better ways to talk, less corporate.
Yeah, let's do it. There are definitely a few phrases that make you just pause. So where should we start? What's a big one?
Okay, right. How about, let's circle back. I swear I hear that 5 times a day.
Oh, let's circle back. The classic.
And every single time, I'm just like, circle back to where? When?
Right. On the surface, it seems fine. Polite, even. We'll come back to this later. Simple.
Yeah, that's what it says. But what's lurking underneath? What's the real message, usually?
Well, that's the interesting part, isn't it? Often I think it pops up when someone doesn't have the answer, or maybe they just really don't want to get into it right then and there. It's kind of like a gentle shove.
Oh, totally. It's like the professional way of saying, ugh, not now. Or maybe even, I need to escape this awkward moment.
Exactly, a tactical retreat. Or sometimes, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like they're just hoping the topic vanishes. Poof, gone into the ether.
The Bermuda Triangle of meeting agendas. I know it well. Can you paint a picture, a typical office scenario?
Sure. Okay, imagine a manager asks an employee, hey, how's Project X coming along?
Okay.
And maybe the employees run into some snags, or they're just not quite where they hope they'd be. So the update is a bit vague, hesitant.
Been there.
So the manager, sensing it's not the time for a deep dive, might just say, okay, understood. Let's circle back on this in our one-on-one next week.
Gotcha. The unspoken bit being, this chat isn't helping right now, and I have other stuff to deal with. Which, other stuff to deal with is probably code too. But why is circle back so incredibly common? It's like it's in the office water cooler.
Well, I think a big reason is it's super non-committal, isn't it?
How so?
It lets you delay something. You defer the conversation without actually saying no, or I don't want to talk about this. It's a placeholder. Buys time.
The ultimate stall tactic,
Yeah.
hitting snooze on a work problem. And it manages to sound so efficient, so organized.
Precisely. It has this veneer of, oh yes, we have a plan to revisit this.
Even if the plan is just hoping it dissolves.
Right. We're not ignoring it. We're just circling. Indefinitely, maybe.
And you have to admit, it's kind of funny in a dark way, right? This image of just endless loops of topics that never actually land anywhere.
Totally. The corporate hamster wheel of circling back. And it's definitely used sometimes to dodge a tough decision.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, look, we need to decide this now, you just suggest circling back. Maybe hope it resolves itself or someone else figures it out.
It's just so baked into how we talk at work now. Meetings, emails, Slack. It's everywhere. The multi-tool for saying later without really saying later.
Or never.
Or never, yeah. So, okay, if we want to break free from the circle, what are some clearer, maybe better things to say?
I think the main thing is trying to be more specific and taking a bit of ownership.
Okay, like how?
So instead of just, let's circle back, maybe try suggesting a concrete time and crucially an action. Like, how about we review this again on Wednesday once we have the updated sales figures?
Oh, I see. So a definite when and a what needs to happen first.
That makes sense.
So it's a real expectation.
Exactly. Or another way is just be honest if you need more info or time.
Radical honesty in the office.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, instead of the vague circle back, you could just say, I need to look into that a bit more. Can I get back to you by, say, end of day tomorrow with a proper answer?
Right. That feels way more direct. And it shows you're actually planning to follow up, not just, hoping it fades away.
And then there's accountability, making sure someone is actually tasked with moving it forward.
Okay, so
instead of just leaving it hanging with circle back, you could say something like, okay, Sarah, could you draft a quick proposal based on this? And then we'll all discuss it first thing tomorrow morning.
Got it. So assign a task, set a deadline, schedule a follow-up. Much clearer. No more aimless orbiting.
Hopefully. Less orbiting, more landing.
Okay, so circle back is just the tip of the iceberg, right? This whole world of business jargon. Well, it's vast.
Oh, yeah, it's a jungle out there. And honestly, sometimes all that jargon just makes things murkier, more confusing than they need to be.
Right. It's like we think using these big, impressive sounding words makes us sound smarter, but maybe simple is better.
I think so. I mean, sure, sometimes within a specific team, a bit of shorthand, jargon can be efficient. Everyone knows what it means.
Okay, true.
But when it bleeds out or when you use it constantly, it just becomes noise. Or worse, it feels like people are hiding behind it. Maybe they don't really know what they're saying.
And some phrases just get so overused they become meaningless cliches, don't they? Like, fast-paced environment.
Oh, totally. Or entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
Every job description seems to have those. What does it even tell you anymore? It's just wallpaper language.
Wallpaper language, I like that. And then there were the really cold ones, the euphemisms, like right-sizing.
Ugh. Yeah. Or workforce optimization. It sounds so detached, so clinical.
Like robots talking about spreadsheets, not about people potentially losing their jobs. It avoids the human element.
Exactly. That indirectness can be really alienating, I think. It feels like dodging the real conversation.
And you always see those surveys, right, about people's least favorite corporate buzzwords, the ones that just make their skin crawl.
Oh, yeah, those lists are great. You always see the same offenders, don't you? Like, new normal.
Oh, gosh, yes. And win-win.
Win-win, definitely. Move the needle. Think outside the box. They're always up there.
Think outside the box. I feel like I've been told to do that since kindergarten, and it still gives zero practical advice on how.
Exactly. It's just it's vague. And what's funny is comparing the most hated words with the most used words.
Is there much overlap?
Oh, yeah. Huge overlap sometimes. Win-win is often on both lists. Culture, circle back, obviously. It's on my radar.
On my radar. Like you're an air traffic controller.
Right. Or on the same page. Bring to the table. Super common.
Bring to the table.
Yeah.
As opposed to what? Bringing it under the table. It's just a filler. We repeat these things without thinking.
And, beyond just being annoying, the real danger is that it can cause actual misunderstandings.
How so?
Well, if I use a piece of jargon and you interpret it differently or you don't really know what I mean, that can lead to confusion, mistakes even. Work not getting done right?
That's a really good point. And I imagine it's even harder for people, maybe who are newer to the company, or maybe English isn't their first language.
Absolutely. Imagine trying to learn the job and decode this extra layer of weird office speak. It must be incredibly stressful. Isolating, even.
Yeah, a real headache on top of everything else. But I guess some jargon just becomes normal language over time.
That does happen, yeah. Like the word blog, maybe, or access, used as a verb. They started as tech jargon, arguably.
True. Language evolves.
It does, but I think generally aiming for clarity and directness is usually appreciated. Most people just want you to say what you mean, simply.
So what's the big takeaway then? How do we navigate this jungle a bit better?
I think the main thing is just try to be clear. Use simple, direct language whenever you can.
Okay.
And if you hear jargon you don't understand, just ask.
Yeah.
Seriously, just say, sorry, what do you mean by that? Chances are other people are wondering too.
Good point. Don't be afraid to ask.
And be mindful yourself. Remember that the terms you use all the time might be confusing to someone else. So maybe instead of saying, let's get our ducks in a row, just say, let's get organized, or let's make a plan.
Clear. Direct. I like it. Sounds way less stressful than playing corporate buzzword bingo all day.
Exactly. Clear communication just helps everyone. Less confusion, fewer mistakes, probably a nicer environment to work in too, more inclusive.
Well, this has been really helpful. Definitely makes you think about the words flying around the office.
Yeah, just being a bit more conscious of it is a good start. Think about how we talk, trying to be clearer. It adds up.
Okay, well, that's probably all the chillin' we have time for in the office today.
Sounds good.
Remember, your English doesn't have to be perfect. Just survive. See you next time.